AI is going to take away the jobs. There is no doubt about that. India was known for its innovative capabilities.
75%.
75% of the engineering graduates are not employable. My ultimate book is, every time I read on Bhagavad Gita, a lot of inner innovations happens.
When we link career with passion, the outcome is something different.
Outcome is different. The word Amma, this design of this word has some science. Coding will be done by my machine. I don't want people to code.
Hi all. Today in the episode, we are honored to be joined by my professor, mentor, educator and entrepreneur and a visionary who has guided thousands of students towards the path of success. A TEDx speaker, I am really honored to welcome Dr. Prakash Sir onto my show. Hi sir.
Thank you. Very happy to see you after a long time.
Thank you sir, thank you. How are you doing sir?
Good ones.
How is life sir?
Going on well. Very passionate about education and very passionate about bringing the changes, the way we deliver education services today. Still I have good amount of time till I retire. I want to do something for the education sector.
Yes sir. Always an inspiration from then till now to all the students like us sir. So being a passed out under your guidance, I am what I am today. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you sir.
Absolutely. No, it was your passion which you drew to here. We just facilitated to take you there, that's it.
What's new happening in the field of technology, education and everything sir?
Absolutely, lot of things are happening. See, the technology is at a very high pace of transformation today. Technology is penetrating into each and every sector. When I mean each and every sector, it's not just about education sector. It's impacting banking sector, it has impacted healthcare sector, it has impacted insurance sector. Today if you take policymakers.com and all these things, the way the technology intervention in each and every sector, it has very highly impacted. And upon that, today big buzz is about AI.
Correct.
AI is going to penetrate each and every sector,
Yeah.
and AI becomes an horizontal across all the sectors. So, and good thing is that India is early bird to catch up AI, and thanks to the regulations and the vision of the government to bring new technologies, especially in India, this is one change what I definitely see, and it's going to transform the complete world.
I think this is just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. And India was neglected. Now it's not the case, and we are the leaders in the technology space today. Many times India was viewed as a body shopping people, that we don't produce products and all these things. We are so service oriented organization. A lot of service oriented, especially in IT and all these things. But today the game has changed. Last 10 years there is a huge change in India, and I am not telling that it's a change because of only the current government, but a lot of good steps has been taken by the government to transform each and every sector. More specifically, education sector in last 10-12 years, there is a paradigm shift. The thought process has changed now. More than regulations, it's all about facilitating and hand-holding the people. This is one big change what I see. In terms of country, I feel many other countries in this war that's happening across the world, India is still safe.
Correct sir.
We don't have much grievances.
Yes.
13 countries are at the verge of economic collapse. You take today Pakistan, Sri Lanka, a lot of other countries, they are at the verge of collapse of the economy. Inflation is a hit, rocket high. In that scenario, India has still maintained its economy. Today we are already the 5th best economy, fastest growing economy. In another few years, with the vision of what Prime Minister carries, 2047 could be the Viksit Bharat. I think we are moving towards it. I feel confident the steps that has been taken by the government and the will of the people, we will definitely see that by 2047 India will be the Viksit Bharat. Technology and all things will change.
To make our podcast more interesting, sir, I have bought few segments.
Okay.
So I would want you to pick a segment and read out.
Okay.
Accordingly, we will discuss about education and AI and technology as per our segments,
Sure.
sir. So please pick a segment.
Oh, myth or fact?
Okay, so we'll be busting out the myths then.
Okay.
So as chosen, we'll be bursting some myths and telling the facts to the viewers, sir.
Okay.
So first question is about the education system, sir. In present education system, is memorizing equal to learning, sir?
Oh, good. Very unfortunately, my complete education system post-independence was designed for memorization and designed for the test takers. Ultimately, for
Exam
test taking, we
grades.
designed. Okay, and that too for such a large scale of population, we didn't have any other mechanism. This should be out of the way the AI is coming it out. Whatever that to be memorized today, my ChatGPT will do.
Correct. On your fingertips.
On your fingertips. Then why should we have a people to memorize or remember or comprehension? Why it should be there as a part of this? In education sector, what happens is that we have something called as a Bloom's taxonomy, where we want the people to, at the bottom of the pyramid, we want the people to remember and other things is apply and all these things. I feel now remembering and all these things should go away. So my ChatGPT will do. We need to bring lot of critical thinking part, design thinking, and we need to think of deliver education system in such a way that where the students are able to experience the learning, okay, and come out with some projects and products which will really help and impact the social community. This is the way forward. It is not that India education system is worst. I am not completely rating it out, but the complete design of the system of education system post independence, what happened, it was basically looking for a test takers. That means today if you see that everyone is so focused on either taking the 1 year they study, now it is semester wise, 6 months they study, and they want to actually go and give the test. So focus is to get the marks and get the degree. This should
But not about practical knowledge.
So today that was the biggest mistake, and the complete education system was degree based education system. Now people are speaking about skill based education system. That means skill becomes the dominance.
Correct.
So I definitely feel there is we need to change this completely. The steps are taken by the UGC and the AICT already towards this. Today we are seeing entrepreneurship. We are seeing people coming out in the campus itself. Their ideas are getting incubated, and they become entrepreneurships.
At the time of studying itself.
At the timing of studying it. That is what we need to bring in now.
Correct.
See, for a population of 1.4 billion people, around 400 million people are in the bracket of 15 to 29. These youngsters, if I think of any country to create a job ecosystem for such a huge scale or for such a huge population, is something unimaginable. We can't, either it is BJP government or any other government, generating a jobs for such a large scale is something too impossible.
Correct.
We need to bring a system in our education where we need to empower the kids to go to the entrepreneurial role.
Which makes a huge difference.
Huge difference. So you were a best example for this. So we want the people to think of, to get into the entrepreneurships, and if they have a great idea, we need to create a system in the education institution where we incubate this idea, handhold the student, either it could be financially or venture capitalist and everyone, and see that a startup is generated from the campus. This is
So
something.
they have that confidence to start something
Absolutely.
before they pass out of the college.
Before they pass out of the college.
It's a great insight, sir, actually. My next question for you, sir. Will AI take over the world? Is it a myth or a fact, sir?
Okay. Definitely. AI is going to take away the jobs. There is no doubt about that. One thing I can, very cautiously and very responsibly I can make this statement. AI is going to replace the people, but if we are enabled with AI and if I have a new skill sets, definitely we are there in the market. So AI is going to replace the people who are not using AI.
Okay. So
In that way.
skill set is very important.
So
right now.
AI is definitely going to take off few jobs because AI is going to impact each and every sector, but new skill sets are going to emerge. And we need to train the kids and all the people. Many times I keep on telling that we need to upskill the faculties and upskill the student community. Completely new technologies are emerging. My fundamental sets are for changing now, especially in IT field. So in that case, instead of upskill, we should think of reskilling. Upskill has become obsolete today.
Correct.
Upskilling is just a delta X increase.
Correct.
Now it's all about reskilling the people. So completely change the way you deliver, and AI is going to dominate the world. Whether you agree or disagree, it is going to impact each and every sector, and the future workforce skill sets will be totally different.
So that's a fact that
That's
he
a
is
fact.
going to do it.
It's going to do it.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it.
Next one, sir. Should education prioritize theoretical knowledge over practical knowledge, sir?
See, very unfortunate about Indian engineering. Since I'm in engineering education space, there is a data point where NASSCOM told 75% of the engineering graduates are not employable.
75%.
75% of the engineering graduates are not employable. Then what is the hell we are doing here?
Correct.
So much of resources, so much of national resources, is it a waste and they are not employable? Somewhere we need to rethink as a leaders of education, we need to rethink on we need to change the way we deliver. Okay. What happens, this is with respect to the policy matter, we have an affiliated education system. That means we are affiliated to Vishweshwara Technological University, we are affiliated to Bangalore University and all those things. Under this, what happens, whenever there is a syllabus that has been designed, to change the syllabus or to bring any changes, it's a very tedious process by itself. And every educational institution should be given an academic autonomy. There is a new mantra today, and even Government of India is bent upon to give academic autonomy to each and every institutions.
Okay.
Even personally, I feel it may be very, very harsh when I make this statement, but I still want to make this statement openly. Affiliated system should be abolished. You should not be affiliated to, let them do their, give academic autonomy for them.
Basically a freedom for
Yes.
the institution or organization to take call upon the changes
Absolutely.
happening.
Absolutely. See what happens, for example, if Manasa has excellent talent on certain strengths, you need to design a learning path where she fulfills her career. She has different strengths and still we are enforcing him to get into some other field.
Correct.
And in complete Indian ecosystem, after +2, that is after 12th standard, everyone aspire to get into 2 professions.
Medical
either
and
medical, either or engineering.
engineering.
There are plenty of other sectors which are actually coming up today. This is something we need to meet, and many people who doesn't have minimum aptitude or minimum ingredients, minimum problem solving capabilities, still they want to get into engineering. I want to go and become a software engineer. Very unfortunate.
Knowing they will have unemployment issues,
True.
they want to finish the degree.
They want to finish the
engineering.
degree. And this is something should go away. So I keep on telling that we need to, at the early stage of our education system, we need to identify the talent of the kid. This is something which has been missing. I am a best example for this. So many times I felt my talent was in a different field. Why did I come to teaching? Okay. And if we need to identify the talent of the kids at the early stage, and we need to create and curate the learning path based on his talent. And if I can accelerate this talent, then he will be able to really make a great career.
Correct. When we link career with passion, the outcome is something different.
Outcome is different. See, unfortunately, my talent DNA is different, and my learning path is different, my degree is different, and go and land up somewhere. So this should change. So this is something I think we need to do something at the even high school level, where we should create a talent profiling of the kids and tell that our education system we do. Only thing is at the 12th people go to JEE mains, IIT and all these things, but still that's not the measurement. There are a lot of students who are very passionate about communication, they are passionate about media, they have their individual strength. We don't have an assessment system which clearly captures 360-degree assessment of the individual and tell that this is where you fit in. Okay. Some student, if he comes out of 10th, ನೀನು ಸೈನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ, ನೀನು ಕಾಮರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ, ನೀನು ಆರ್ಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ನ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊತಾರೆ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ನೆಸಿಟಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕೆಪಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದೇವರು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೆರಿ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ still he want to go on to take science. Either he land up here, either he land up. He doesn't have passion for that. This should change.
Makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely. ಇದು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Time, as the time goes on, people change ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಈಗ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಮನ್. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, even industry, IT industry is very clear about this, that they are not bothered about what degree we have taken, from where you have taken. Okay, you have skills, okay, and you have capability to solve the problems, come, I will come, I will reach out to you. ಇದು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. And today in fact I think there is a clear statement, 30% of the employees in Google doesn't have an official degree. They don't even bother.
They have the skills to do
they
what they have to do.
You have problem solving capability, you can create products, you have amazing capabilities, come join us. ಇದು ದಿಸ್ ಒಂದು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು. I think steps are taken already, but still it's a long way to go for India.
Sir, we have busted some myths and told facts. So now let's move on to next segment, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, please choose one, sir.
Oh, trendy or tricky?
The present trend is all about AI. So I would like to start my first question under this trendy or tricky segment. Is generative AI dangerous, sir?
No, definitely. Every technology that's been invented, definitely it has pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages. But AI is one technology, it is going to transform each and every sector, and the way we lead the life is also going to change. Okay, there is no doubt about this. Especially after ChatGPT revolution, today it generates so much of content, and Gen AI is going to take over everything. A lot of jobs also it's going to take over. definitely this technology is going to have a lot of advantages. Yes, there is some dangerous part also because my privacy is got hit today. Already we have seen that so much of personalized ads comes on your YouTube today. That means my data is on the sale on the internet.
Whatever we have browsed, the next
Whatever,
second the ad will
next
be
second
about
the
the
ad will be
product or
there.
service.
Instantly what I am browsing, instantly I get the ad. That
Correct.
means Google does a lot of analytics over there. And my search engine optimization on the Google also happens on personalized advertisement and all these things. So there is a privacy, and when Gen AI takes over, lot of ethical issues comes into the picture. Definitely we need to regulate certain things. Still there is no policy decision that has been taken at the higher levels, even including US or top people who are really very aggressive on implementing AI. But down the line, when we face problems, slowly we start regulating the things, and I feel every technology should be taken positively because it's going to help the mankind also. Disadvantages will be there, but we need to have strong ethics of AI and how to regulate it, what is the policy decision that need to make. I think India, I feel we should do it. We will do it.
Yeah. Sir, next one, we will discuss about entrepreneurial skills, sir. Why is entrepreneurial skill not given much importance in education system, sir?
I'll tell you like this. See, many times I told in my first segment also, my education system was completely designed for test takers, not for the innovators. Innovative capabilities ತರಬೇಕು ಹುಡುಗನ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ. Okay, every student has some innovative capabilities, some problem solving capabilities. How do I really extract that? What happened is that complete Indian education system, we designed in that, if you see till the mindset of the people who are there coming from the rural part of the India, or even if you go to North India, everyone want to take up either IAS, UPS or get into some government job.
Correct.
And they want to be very safe. They don't want to take any risk. So if they feel that if I get into government job, I get monthly salary without any risk and all this. This mindset should be changed. So it is not that I do these things at the higher education level, but I need to do this in the primary and the secondary school also, building the entrepreneurship level. If you see the way even the engineering education, everyone want to get into either IT sector or some engineering firms, but are they able to create or come out with great products? Okay, and when they come with the great products, how do I really make this into the market? Today the awareness has come. So as I told you, for such a large scale of population, giving a job or creating an ecosystem where I create a jobs is very, very difficult for any government for that matter. So we need to bring this entrepreneurial mindset from the beginning. Okay, so we need to make the people to come with innovative. And I want to tell you one fact. What happened is that post independence, before British or before Mughals invaded us, India was known for its innovative capabilities.
Then
I want to tell you an example. We had the best education system in Bharat. Nalanda University was known for that.
correct.
And it was recorded in one of the Chinese monk has recorded it, and what he told is that people who want to take admission in Nalanda University, they used to do a crash course and get the admission over here. That was
At that time, to get into Nalanda University.
Nalanda University. How we now think of Stanford and Oxford University, Nalanda University was at that state, and so much of pandits were there and gurus were there in that moment. And even today, people claim that somewhere in the 6th floor of the Nalanda University, there was a lot of medical innovations that has been recorded and established and documented. Okay, Unfortunately, it was burnt. It is a big story why Nalanda University was burnt by the Mughals. I think Bakhtiyar Khilji ignited the this. There is a big story for that.
Correct.
But innovative capabilities we have. Indians, more than Indians, I want to tell Bharatiyas, we have innovative capabilities in our genes. Inbuilt. We invented zero.
Correct.
We invented binary system. We invented Fibonacci series. We correctly predicted the sun correct cycle, 365 days, point. We predicted. And if you see the healthcare innovations, what we had, we were the first people to do the plastic surgery, first people to do the eye cataract. I still wonder what was the material science that was there to create a needle where there was no iron invention, no steel invention at that moment. Then how did they build one needle to open the cataract of the eye? At that moment they did. And there was a technology where people used to tell that the medical innovation was so high. Today people, even best of the best doctors tell that by seeing their pulse, they used to tell what diseases they have. In fact, I was reading one of their records where there was a Munis who used to actually touch your pulse and tell you that what you have eaten in the afternoon.
Okay.
That means our innovative capabilities were something different. So, starting from mathematics to the lot of innovations we had. Unfortunately, when Mughals invaded and British invaded for many years, what happens? The biggest thing what British or Mughals did, they actually broke the education fabric for us. They thought that if I break education, because they are all intelligent people, if I break this is where I can actually take the control. So today, I want to tell to each and every people through this media, Indians genetically carry strong innovative capabilities.
That should be tapped and
Absolutely.
brought out.
Now we need to push towards entrepreneurs and we can come out with great products. Okay. When our ancestors has done it, and today if you see the CEOs at Google, Microsoft is our CEO. So another thing is that we are capable of bringing out products. So best example is UPI. It's indigenous product of us.
Correct.
Today 40% of the complete online transactions happens through UPI. It's a great achievement today, and every country is speaking about UPI today.
Anybody in common also, when we go out, cash transaction is very less.
Very less.
Everyone, it's digitalized.
No, people think that again this technology is from where? It's from India.
Yeah.
And now this technology, even US wants to take this technology. So we have innovative capabilities. So
these are all proven examples.
We at education system, we need to bring this on the mainstream. Entrepreneurship should come on the mainstream, and students should be motivated to take the entrepreneurship roles. And not entrepreneurship just onto the service sector, they should also be able to create great products to the market which is going to impact the community. See, many times I keep on telling certain technologies which has been invented in Europe or in US that may work in that country but may not work for India. Indian geographical location is different, Indian culture is different, Indian people are different. So we need solutions for India.
Correct.
So we want to enable the people through the education system where you give solutions for India. Some actions has been taken, Smart India Hackathon has been done, plenty in last few years, Government of India has taken plenty of initiatives, but still the scale is too high. How to manage this scale is definitely a challenge, but definitely we need to push this. This is a great question that you asked. I am very passionate about answering this question. I am always bent upon, we don't want to make the students to get into some service sector and do, they have some innovative capabilities, then go and build a company. And today Bangalore is largest unicorns.
Correct. Makes a lot of difference. And you told us that India has that inbuilt The genes of Indians have that inbuilt capability, and we are innovative.
Absolutely, absolutely, no doubt about it.
Yes, sir. We spoke about trendy topics and otherly tricky questions and answers. So we will go into the next segment, sir. I want you to choose
Yeah.
one.
Oh, future focus.
In this segment, I wanted to ask you how, being an educator, how do you bridge the gap between education and industry, sir?
No, this is a very big debate today happening. Industry is moving at a very fast pace. Technology cycle is predicted less than 3 years.
Okay.
ಮೊದಲೇನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, previously people used to think that technology will phase out every 5 years. So, but today technology is phasing out even 3 years. Sometimes some technology is getting phased out at 1 or 2 years. So, how do I really bridge this gap between academia and industry? Every industry is speaking that I have the students who comes up from the education portal, and unfortunately I see some fundamentals for them, but they are not able to get into the project level. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, what is happening is that they are employable having some fundamental, they have some minimum aptitude and some level of technology competencies, but they are not deployable on the project. See, the challenge is that now what industry wants is that, see, you have spent around 4 years, if I take an example of engineering, you have spent 4 years of engineering, and still when you come back and I recruit you from the campus, I need to actually train again, retrain you so that you are deployable on the project. That's what Infosys does, that's what Wipro does, and all other SI, what we call system integrator companies. All these people again spend amount of time and effort, and there is expenses on that to retrain and deploy them on the project. So what is the thing that is happening is that we also should move from employability to deployability. Okay. How do I bring that deployability component into my education system? Today if you see for medicine, what happens, they have a house surgery. That means after 4 years of learning, 1 to 1.5 years they need to go to house surgeon.
Correct.
ಅಂದರೆ go to the clinic, go to the hospital and actually
practical
practice
hands-on
this.
experience.
In engineering space and other things, we have built some internships, but they are not very, very efficient or productive. I need to build a project-based learning from the beginning. If you take a Israel model today, Israel education model, a primary student, a primary school student is been taught to launch the satellite. So I keep on telling to the everywhere, wherever I go, that this is my punchline. Indian education system, we thought that we were too much of theory, then we want to bring into the skills. Now we are thinking about, yes, there is too much of skills consumption happening, but skills application part is missing. So how do I really migrate from skill consumption to the skill application? That we need to think now. In the
You're
future
learning
of education.
but not implementing it.
Not implement, that we are not able to really implement and show. Okay. How do I build this in the complete education ecosystem? That we need to really look it out. Yes, application part today we are able to create, but still lot of things should be done on that. So certain tier 1 and tier 3, I'm not speaking about IITs, I'm not speaking about NITs. Yes, now today the game of IITs and NITs, now they are also thinking that I need to come out, IITs and NITs should come out with products. Okay. The same way here should also scale up to the next level, that means to the tier 1, tier 2, where the huge mass of students are there. I need to bring application part, skill application part. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಥಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟು ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. Another thing what I feel is that somewhere this is my vision for education system, especially for the engineering course. If there is a 4 years of course, if as an education leader, if you can bring 2 years of experience candidate in this 4 years. For example, now an industry wants to pick me, my student, I can claim that hey, he has an experience of 2 years before he comes out.
So the word of fresher annadu iradilla. They are already experienced.
Exactly. How would I bring this experience of 2 years? He would have worked on different projects.
Correct.
Like today we speak about Copilot, Microsoft Copilot and all these things. Today there is a technology which we can enable. We need to we should create a huge problem statement repository, and every educational institution should do that. And today problem statement repository is also available at different, even NASCOM has built a lot of problem statement repositories today, and even Smart India Hackathon, government has listed out. We need to take the problems which is exclusively for India, tell the students to work on this, and by the time he comes out, now it is not, we are not going to measure the students achievements through his resume. Today people don't want to look to his resume. People, they want to look his GitHub profile. How many projects you have done? Okay, so that reflects the project level experience. So this should be the future of education. Another biggest thing is that today AI is going to dominate the world. If I tell computer science more specifically, the job market is categorized into 3. One is no coding jobs, low coding jobs, high coding jobs anta. Ivaga now, unfortunately, what happens? Every student, whoever comes to computer science today, either rush to get into AI branch or cyber security or IoT. When we test them for minimum mathematical capability, still they doesn't have. Many times I feel that why the student took this branch. So now we need to start profiling the talent and tell them that whether you fit into high coding job or no coding job or low coding jobs. Even I don't know, even if AI matures in another 5 years, coding itself could be obsolete. NVIDIA CEO made a statement, coding will be done by machine. I don't want people to code. I don't know, in another few years, it's all about problem solving. It is not about coding. So future could change. Now we are thinking about building coders and all those things. So probably the future could be code reviewers. Code maad bariyadalla.
Just review.
Code review maadar.
Already written code na review.
So now it's not about coding, it's all about how efficient is my coding. So this should be the future, and things will drastically change. And another one part, what I feel, coming to Indian perspective, Indian education space. See, as per my gross enrollment ratio for higher education in India is around 27%. Andre, the people who are coming to higher education is only 27%. Somewhere around still 73% of the people are not accessible to the higher education. People think that they are not affordable, they are not willing. What is this reason? It is a very big country, highly diversified country. Why this? With my analysis, because I do come from a rural background, studied in government school and municipal high school, where I felt language become a biggest barrier for them. See, I want to take up an example. If you go to north part of the Karnataka, still engineering also is, many times they teaching engineering also in mother tongue Kannada. Still English alle irutte, but Kannadadalle maatadta irtare. Okay. That is, I felt that mother tongue is mother tongue only. Okay. English always is my father tongue, not a mother tongue. So, mother tongue alli professional education ಬರಬೇಕು. Then only we can make education accessible to the people who are not accessible. See, the stat tells 73% of the people are not coming to higher education. What is the reason?
Just the language barrier.
Is the language barrier. See, when Russians have their all professional courses in their own mother tongue, when Chinese have, when Germans have, okay, when Swedish have, when Jews in Israel, they have their own mother tongue, all
Why
professional
can't India
courses.
have it?
Why it was not there? In case, I personally feel, it may be very, very candid when I speak it openly, post independence, when India got independence, Indian administration made a wrong decision to jump into adapting to English as a mainstream language for education.
Back then.
Back then. See, why I keep on telling is that when you want to come to the critical thinking part, we always think in our mother tongue, no?
Correct.
Mother tongue. Then we translate it to English. So we dream in
Thought process.
our thought process.
Correct.
We dream in mother tongue. Whether we dream in English, no. We dream in our mother tongue. So, if you actually bring all my professional courses, engineering, medicine, and all these things in your education system, what happens? You can become all other people who are left out. We can get them into the higher education also. Either ಬಗ್ಗೆ already revolution is happening in AICT. They are working with something called as translating the books. I want to tell you that I'm very proud that my wife has taken this mission and she has converted 2 engineering books.
Okay.
With the support of AICT and other members, where she has translated to Kannada. Okay, and she wants to do this. Now we have a concern that we let us contribute back to the community over here. So idu agbeku. Unfortunately, it is not happening, and there are no takers for this. Very unfortunate. But this should reach out. So when other countries can do, and when we bring this multilinguistic part over there, change aಗುತ್ತೆ. See, many times people tell that we have reached out so far, it is not possible to implement at this level. 70 years of independence, we have been adapted to English and all these things. It may not, but still we should start. I personally feel we should start. Amma anta karibek maklige. Why should you not call mummy? You should always use amma. The word amma has this design of this word has some science. Okay. See, when I use amma, I utter this through 3 things. One is my lips. Means it will come from ear.
Correct.
ನಾಭಿಯಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಗಂಟ್ಲ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾತು ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಅನ್ನಿ ಬರೀ ಲಿಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಮ್ಮ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವರ್ಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಎಮೋಷನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಅಮ್ಮ, it is an emotional carry because 3 things comes: my nabi, my throat, and my lips. See the design of this language. If I speak mummy, it's only lips. So we have like this plenty of examples.
So next segment for you.
Okay. Guilty pleasures confession hour.
Yes, sir. We are going to confess few things now. So in this round of guilty pleasures confession hour, I want to break out few things about yourself, sir. When you get bored at work, what is your favorite TV show or book or whatever it is you binge watch or binge read to get out of this pressure sometimes?
I always thought that change of work will give the pleasure. So monotonously I'm doing my office work, I'll change the job role. Okay, then this is something which will give me pleasure. So I support my wife in the kitchen.
Oh, nice, sir.
Good. I love
Cooking?
cooking. It's not that full-fledged cooking I support, but definitely I'm good in cutting onions, vegetables and all these things. That's the role she gives to me. This is one thing, but I'm not very savvy on TV. I do watch. Recently, I do watch few serials on TV because my mother aged now and she'll be watching. She keeps on complaining that I don't spend time with her. So now it's the last phase of her life. I thought I'll dedicate time to her. And I sit, even though I don't like, I'll sit with her.
Spend some time.
Spend some time with her. That's how I take off my time. But my real time goes on reading. Today, in fact, this habit, thanks to my dad who brought me this. It is not only with me, with all my family members. I can't go to sleep without a book in my hand. Okay, and even morning also, I feel uncomfortable if I don't read the newspaper. Today, my son reads a soft copy of the newspaper, but still I am comfortable with hard copy. And that too, I do get two newspapers, one Kannada and another one is English. More satisfaction is when I read Kannada paper. Okay, that is a satisfaction what we get. So, of course, this is where I change it out whenever I am in the leisure period after the office hours. I listen to the good music, very, very classical musics, very fond of. I have a great collection and I do enjoy singing with the
music.
I love this. This is something many times me and my wife also sit together and sing. That's what passionates me out of the job.
As you told, you read many books, no, sir. Which book do you like to revisit again? Which book inspired you to revisit again?
I read a lot of books. In fact, from my childhood, I've been reading the books. That's what, thanks to my dad and mom who brought this culture in us. Anyway, my ultimate book is, every time I read on Bhagavad Gita, a lot of inner innovations happens. Inner engineering, as people tell, it is really different. Every time I read, I get introspecting myself. But plenty of books, from a business perspective, Shiv Kher's book on You Can Win, there are plenty of examples over there. Living with Honor from Shiv Kher. And Atomic Habits very recently, this is something, some books. But I still read a lot of Kannada books.
Okay.
I love Bendre's books. I love S.L. Bhairappa books. And especially I was very passionate. He was very, very candid about telling. And I loved a book called as Parva in Kannada. It's called as Parva, who actually did a lot of research, related Mahabharata to the Indian context from this point of view, what really happened over there. These are some books really passionate. I always love reading books.
Yes, sir. Do you have any secret talent, sir? Like writing poems? You told you would hum songs,
Okay.
but some other skill?
In fact, at my childhood, I was a good painting. I used to draw a lot of things. Never I nurtured that skill. But today I feel my son has inherited that.
Okay.
And he also draws a lot of good things.
Artistic
But
skills.
now I don't have that.
Okay.
Somewhere in the job market and behind the job and behind my workspace, I've forgotten those things.
What's the most ridiculous or unnecessary thing that you have bought and not used till date? Brought and just kept it?
Oh, plenty are. Many times when we go for shopping, we get too much, and unfortunately that box itself is not opened. After so many months, we think that this new box is like this only, we are not even opened.
So, in our podcast show, we are on mic drop. So, the word mic drop signifies achievement or satisfactory work in your field or in your sector. So, I want you to share your mic drop moments with us, sir.
Okay, I don't know why I came to this profession. Let me be very frank. Certain incident pushed me to take up to the teaching profession, and I've did my best in this education sector, and today I'm at the tip of the pyramid of this education sector here. Worked as assistant professor to the professor, moved into executive director, then president, vice president, and now I lead the senior vice president for Eastbound Group of Institutions. That is one achievement at one part in the teaching space. But before that, I was also as a good entrepreneur. Because of some reasons, I left it out. Another big achievement more than academics is that industry recognition. Industry recognized my contribution to the academia, and they rewarded me. For example, I was awarded by VMware as a best educator. I was awarded by Salesforce as a best educator. I drew certain targets. When it comes to Salesforce, I was the first in India to certify 100 students on the Salesforce certification. So I delivered the course and made this happen. I was awarded by EMC because I was early bird to catch up cloud computing at that moment. I mean, it was almost a decade back when cloud computing came. I delivered the courses to the students and hit the large number of certifications for them, and they awarded me. I awarded with EYPath and a lot of other awards I received. Even though I have some certain good amount of publications and a few patents to my basket, but still I felt very happy when industry recognizes my contribution. And another big contribution what I have done to the community is that I have delivered a lot of faculty development programs on new technologies. I had great energy at that moment, and I delivered faculty development programs on cloud computing, virtualization technologies with VMware. I've also delivered on technology space for the entertainment industry, how Netflix works from a technology space, how Amazon Prime works, what is the technology stack behind this. So this is something what passionates me. Driving these things, somewhere I want to contribute ultimately to the student community. That's what inspires me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, more than anybody, whatever we achieved in education sector, taking different positions is different. But some students till now come to me and meet me, sir, you really made a difference to our lives.
You inspire us, sir. I always tell you that you inspire us, sir.
That is the amount of satisfaction I get. All these things are secondary. Your package, your positions in. But when a student comes and tells me, I still remember one of my student who met me in the Delhi airport and fell to my road. Sir, आपने मेरी जिंदगी बनाया. And at that moment I was so heart touching. If I can make a difference to the life of the students, I pray to God to give me more energy so that I still impact the student community there.
Yes, sir. We also wish the same, sir. Firstly, I would like to thank you for giving me your precious time and this opportunity to reveal out so many things to people. And we have a small token of gratitude I would like to tell from my art partner Doodle.Alley to you, sir. This is you, always smiling. We want you to be smiling and happy always, sir.
Thank you so much. Very nice of you. Very nice. Feel very happy about it. Very nice.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot for this opportunity, sir.
Thank you so much. Very kind of you. I think this is something what passionates me. I'm very happy that one of my student is interviewing me. Very glad. Let us do some more things on this.
Definitely, sir.
Let us make an impact to the community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Signing off from Mic Drop with Dr. Prakash sir. For more unscripted, unfiltered and unmissable conversations, please do subscribe us.